So last class what we discussed about the propagation of errors. Okay, error propagation. Then what we discussed about the significant figures. And during the discussion of about significant figures, what we get 5 rules. Okay, there are 5 rules for finding significant figures of a given experimental value. 5 rules. According to the rules, we have to find or we have to calculate the significant figures of a measured experimental quantity or experimental value. Okay. Then after that, what we discuss about the rounding off, and just briefly discuss about the last class. Okay, after significant figure, what we discuss about the rounding off. Okay, and during rounding off, what we get different we get few rules, or okay, we can say rules. We get few rules which have to be followed during rounding of a figure or rounding of a experimental result up to a certain significant figure. Okay, suppose during discussion rounding of, suppose I take an example. Suppose we get the experimental result 567.436. okay, and just say that round off this value or this data up to 5 significant figures. Okay, 5 significant figures. Okay, up to this we have to round off. Yeah, 5 significant figures. So what we see here, we see the here what we see a sixth one. Okay, sixth one quantity or sixth number. If it is greater than 5, then what we do, we add 1 in the preceding one. Okay, so after rounding off up to 5 significant figures, what it will be 567.44. okay, just add 1 in the preceding one. Okay, now if 67.434, okay, in this case, if we have to round off up to 5 significant figures, then what we do, we see that this 4 is less than 5. Okay, so if in this case what we do, we keep this result as it is. Okay, up to 5 significant figures and neglect this last term or other remaining terms. So what it will be 560, sorry, this is not the 67.43. okay, this will mention. And difficulty or the difficulty when rises in this case if this this value is equal to 5. Suppose 567.435. okay, this is number. If less than 5, what we do, we keep the number as it is. Okay, we keep the number as it is up to given or up to required significant figures. If it is greater than 5, we add 1 in the preceding one. If the number is 5, suppose this number we have to make it significant up to 5 digits. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. If it is 5, what we see the preceding number. Okay, if this is even, if this is odd, okay, here it is odd. If this is odd, what we do, we add 1 in this number. Okay, if the suppose we are given a digit and this digit, and it has said that make it significant up to 5 digits. Okay, 1 to this up to 5 digits, and next 6 digit is what it is 5. okay, so what we will see in this case, if it is 5, we see the preceding number. If it is odd, then we add 1. Odd, then add 1. okay, so what it will be after rounding off 567.4 4. Okay, if this is even, what it will be? 567.445. So after rounding off up to 5 significant figures, what it will be? 567.44. If it is even, we keep it same and neglect the last term or other remaining term. Okay, even, then keep as it is. Okay, these are the rules for rounding of a data or rounding of a number up to certain significant figures. Okay, so after that, now what we have to discuss, now we discuss about the rules for arithmetic operation. Rules for arithmetic operation, which significant figures. Okay, rules for arithmetic operation. Arithmetic operation means plus, minus, multiplication, division. These are so rules for arithmetic operation with significant figures. Okay, कि सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स दिया हुआ है तो एरिथमेटिक ऑपरेशन में हम लोग जो हमें जो अगर कुछ एरिथमेटिक ऑपरेशन के बाद हमें जो रिजल्ट मिलेगा उसको हम कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे. ओके, सो दिस थिंग विल डिस्कस नाउ. Now, first of all, we see the rule for addition and subtraction. Okay, before going to this, I need to discuss one thing. Okay, suppose we are given some results. Okay, suppose 362.3, 0.31 and 92.561. Suppose gram. Okay, suppose we have to perform a arithmetic operation. Okay, on these results. Okay, so on this result values we have to perform a arithmetic operation. So here, what is that main thing we have to what is the main thing we have to notice, that the result. Okay, the result what we get could not be more precise. It cannot be more precise than the least precise values. Okay, the result can be more precise than the least precise value. Here, what is the precision of this? 0.1 gram. Precision of this value 0.01 gram, and this value 0.001 gram. Okay, so the result cannot be more precise than the least precise one. Okay, so the whatever after arithmetic operation, whatever result we get, it cannot be more precise than this least precise one. Okay, so during addition and subtraction, what is the, now we'll come for the addition and subtraction, rule for addition and subtraction. So in case of addition and subtraction, the final result should contain or retain as much contain as much decimal points as there in the number with this decimal point. Okay, what is the rule for addition and subtraction? Here the final result, okay, after addition and subtraction, what the result we get? The final result should contain as much decimal point as there in the number with least decimal points. Okay, least decimal point. Okay, the final result should contain as much decimal points as there in the number with least decimal point. Okay, so what the rule says, suppose we are given three measured values 31.6, 4.32, 0.029. okay, we have to add it up. Okay, so after addition what we get? This 9, 4, 9, 5 and 3. So what is the result? 35.949. okay, this is the result. So what the rule says, here the final result, okay, this is the final result, should contain as much decimal point. Okay, here how much decimal point is in this final result? There are 3 decimal points. Okay, 3 decimal we get after addition. Okay, 3 decimal points. Okay, but the rules says what? The final should contain as much decimal point as there in the number with least decimal point. So what is the number of least decimal point? This one. How much decimal point in this number? 1. Here 1. Okay, in this there is 2 and 3 here. So what is the least decimal point? What is the number with least decimal point? This one, 31.6. This is the number with least decimal point. It has 1 decimal. Okay, so what will be the answer here? The answer will be, after keeping in mind the rule, what will be the answer? 35.9. okay, this will be the answer. Okay, so in case of addition and subtraction, what is the rule? Okay, with significant figures, the final result should contain, or the final result should retain as much decimal point as there in the number with least decimal point. Okay, 31.6 here, this is the number with least decimal point. Okay, so the final result should contain only 1 decimal point. So this is the result we get from addition, and after imposing the rule, what we get? The result will be 35.9. okay, but one thing is there, this 9, what we get? This result we get after rounding off. Okay, after rounding off to this decimal point. Okay, if it is 5, 6, then what it will be? 35.36. it will be 36.0. okay, so this is the thing. We will take more example. Okay, so this is a rule for addition and subtraction. Okay, now we'll take another example. And one more thing is that in case of addition and subtraction, what we see? We see the decimal point. Okay, here I am not discussing about the, or I have not mentioned about the Caesarean figures. Okay, here we see the decimal point. In case of addition subtraction, we see only the decimal point. Okay, so I am giving another example. 31.6 minus so it's plus 3.02 51.012. Okay, this is addition. So after addition 2, 3, 6.58. Okay, so what is the least significant point? What is the least significant what is the number with least decimal point? This is the number with least decimal point. Okay, so what will be the answer? 85.6. Here it is 3 is present, so we do not need for adding 1 in the preceding one. Suppose I am taking another example. Suppose it is 5. Okay, so what it will be? So final result will be 2, 5, 6. Okay, then this one. So what will be the result after rounding up? So it will be 85.7. Okay, here in case of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, we also round up the final result. Okay, in case of addition and subtraction, what we see? First we see we add the numbers. Okay, whatever it will be. Then we see the number with least decimal point, and we see what is the number of decimal points. We had number of decimal points is 1. Okay, so we round it off up to first decimal point. Okay, here we round it off up to first decimal point. Okay, here I do not see the significant number. Here we only see the decimal point. Here we round it up to the first decimal point. So up to 0.6. Okay, so this is 6 is greater than 5. So we add 1 in the preceding number, which is 6 plus 1 equals 7. So after rounding up, it will be 85.7. Okay, this is how we represent a result in case of addition subtraction with significant figures. Okay, this is how we represent the result with significant figures. Actually, the result of a arithmetic operation. Now, rule for multiplication. Multiplication and division. Okay, so what is the rule? Here the final result should retain as much significant number. Here we see the significant number, as much significant numbers as there in the number with least significant figure. Okay. Sorry, it is figure. Okay, so what is the rule for multiplication division? Here the final result should retain as much significant figures as there in the number with least significant figure. Okay, so we'll take an example of it here. Suppose we have to multiply 2.5 into 625.51. Okay, so what is the answer? I'm using scientific calculator in my mobile. 2.5 into 625, 625.51. So the result will be 1,563.775. Okay. So what the result we get? We get this. Okay. See, here the final result. This result. Okay. The final should retain as much significant figures as there in the number of least significant figure. The final should contain as much significant figure as there in the number of least significant figure. So what is the least significant figure number? This one. This one has the number of significant figure in 2.5 is significant figure is equal to 2. Here significant figure is equal to 5. Okay, so this is the least significant figure. Okay, so how we represent this answer? We have to make this answer up to, we have to convert this result up to two significant figures. Okay, so this two. Okay, so here we also keep it in mind that we have to also round it off. Okay, suppose so it is 1563. Okay, after rounding up to two significant figures, this 15, it will be 16. Okay, this will be the result. Here 6 is greater than 5, so we add in the preceding number, that is 5 plus 1, 6. So see, here there is a decimal point. Okay, so how we represent this? 16 into 10 to the power 2. Okay, so this is the result. So what we get in case of multiplication and division, the final answer should retain as much significant figures as they are in the number with least significant figure. So this is the answer, and the least significant figure is 2. So we have to convert it to two significant figure. Okay, convert this result to two significant figures. Okay, so this will be the answer. And how we convert this? We see there is 6, so we add 1 in the preceding one. 16 into 10 to the power 2. Okay, so here significant is in this result, significant figure is 2. Okay, so this is how we proceed in case of addition and subtraction, in case of multiplication, when dealing with the significant figures. Okay, so now take another example. Suppose I'm taking it from the book actually. Suppose 25.1 into 6 into 2.5. Okay, so what will be the result? 25.1 into 2.5. So result will be 62.75. Okay, so what is the significant figure? Least significant figure number, least significant figure is 2.5. Number significant figure is 2. So we have to convert the result up to two significant figures. So what it will be? 1, 2. After this we have to make it significant. So this is 7 is greater than 5, so we add 1. 63. Okay, suppose it is suppose it is 251.250, 2.51. So what will be the result? 25.1 into 25.1, so 630.01. Okay, see the significant figure number. This 3. Okay, 1 2 3. So we write it down as 630. Sorry. Okay, 630. Sorry. Suppose okay, the result is 630. Okay, we have to make it up to up to 3 significant figure. Okay, so how we write this? 630. If we write 630, then what will the significant figures? Here significant figures will be 2. So but we have to make it 3. So how we do this? We add a decimal point here and write it down as 10 to the power 1. Okay, 10 to the power 1. So what will be a significant figure here? See, after decimal point, if there is 0 ending 0, then it is significant. So the significant figure in this will be 3. Okay, so this is how we make significant. These are the rules we follow for multiplication when we deal with the significant figures. Now another example. Suppose you have two numbers 4.237 and 2.51. Okay, you have to divide it and make it significant. So what will be the result? 4.237 divided by 2.51. 4.251. What will be? The result will be 1.68804781. Okay, this is the result, and we have to the least significant figure is 3. Okay, 3 is the least significant figure in this example. Okay, so we have to make it up to make the result up to 3 digit significant. So what it will be up to this. Okay, so how we do this? Here we see the fourth one. Okay, this is 8 greater than 5. So how we write it? 1.69. Okay, this is how we do division of when dealing with the significant figures. Now we go for some examples. Okay, so how we determine, so up to now how we what we learn about the how we represent or how we write down the result of arithmetic operation when we're dealing with the significant figures. Okay, when you deal with the significant figures, how we represent the result during arithmetic operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. How we represent this result after arithmetic operation, how we represent the result when we're dealing with the significant figures. This is what we learn up now. Okay, now we go for some examples. Okay, so uncertain the result of arithmetic operation. Okay, so rules for arithmetic operation. Okay, so now we discuss about the rules for determining the uncertainty during arithmetic operation. Okay, so here we take some example. Okay, first one. So it is given in the how we determine the uncertainty. Okay, so the example is taken from the book. Okay, suppose length is given, length of a sheet, okay, is given 16.2 centimeter. Okay, and the breadth, okay, b, how much this is, 10.1 centimeter. So we have to calculate the uncertainty in area. Okay, area is LB. Okay, so the length is given for a rectangular sheet and breadth is given. Okay, and we have to calculate the uncertainty in the result, or uncertainty in the result. And what we want the result, the area. Okay, we have to calculate the uncertainty in the area. So what is here? See, I have mentioned earlier that for writing or for representing a significant figures, what do we do? Suppose representing a significant figures, how we represent this? Reliable digits plus first uncertainty term. So how we represent a significant figures? The reliable digits plus first uncertainty term. Suppose 567.12. Okay, so here suppose this is a experimental result. So this four. Okay, these four are the reliable digits. Okay, these are the reliables. Okay, or appropriate, these are reliable. And this term, last term, okay, this term contains the error. Okay, so this is uncertain term, this contain errors. So this is how we represent a significant figure: reliable terms or reliable digits plus first uncertain term. Okay, so say in the example, up to this four are reliable digits, and last term, this term contains actually the errors. Okay, this is the uncertain term and this contain errors. Okay, so here we see that L is equal to 16.2 centimeter. Okay, so what is the precision? Here the precision is how much? Precision is how much? 0.1 centimeter. So see, in calculating the length, okay, what do we get? The precision is, if we look at the result, what do we see that the precision is 0.1 centimeter. Okay, so if we see it is if we see the rule of significant figure or representation of significant figures, these two terms 1 and 6, okay, are reliable, and this is the uncertain term. Okay, so these two are reliable and this is the uncertain term. Okay, so and precision of this number, how much? 0.1 centimeter. Okay, so what is the maximum uncertainty or maximum error we can get during a result? Okay, so maximum precision is 0.1, so we can get the error up to 0.1 centimeter. Okay, in calculating or calculating the result, we can get the error up to the precision. This is the maximum value of error. Okay, during the precision or least count is the maximum value of the error. Okay, or of any measurement. Least count is the maximum value of the error. Okay, so how we represent this? L is equal to 16.2 centimeter plus 0.1 centimeter. Okay, plus minus actually. So this is So this is the maximum error this number can contain. Okay, so this is how we represent the number with error. Okay, so for to get, see here we have to go for multiplication. Okay, multiplication. So here what we need, area LB. So this is the multiplication. Okay, the operation is multiplication. So here we go for the relative error or percentage error. Okay, so what will be the percentage error of 0.1? So we know that in case of 0.1 percentage error, the error term, okay, into original term 16.2 into 100%. Okay, so what we will get, 0.1 divided by 16.2 into 100. So what we will get, 0.617% or dot terms. Okay, see this is the answer we get. So but during multiplication, what we have to see, we have to see the number with least significant figure. So here the least, what is the least significant figure? We can take this 1 here. Significant figure is here equal to 1, here 1, and here 3. Okay, so least significant figure 1. So we have to make it significant up to first term. Okay, we have to make it one digit significant. So what will be the result? 0.6%. Okay, so finally how we represent this? Finally how we represent this? 16.2 centimeter plus minus 0.6%. We represent this in terms of percentage error. Similarly for B, 10.1 centimeter plus minus 0.1 centimeter. So what will be the relative percentage error? 0.1 by 10.1 into 100%. Okay, and if we follow like previous one, so what will be the percentage error in this case? 10.1 centimeter plus minus 1%. Okay, here we get 1%. After calculation and rounding up, we get 1%. Okay, so now these two we have. So now we go for multiplication. Okay, so area LB is equal to how much? So we have to multiply 16.2 into 10.1. So how much it will be? 163.62. After multiplying LB, okay, we have to multiply first this term and this term. Okay, so how much it will be? 116.2 into 10.1 is equal to 163.62. Okay, but okay, sorry, as it is. Okay, so it will be 163.62 centimeter square. Now we go for the percentage error term. So what was the rule for percentage error or relative error? What are same rules actually? During multiplication, the final error, okay, final error will be sum of the individual quantities. Okay, so what is the individual error in relative error? What is the percentage error in individual quantity? 0.6% and 1%. So the final result, how we represent the error? The sum of both this and this, if we follow the rule for multiplication. Okay, error propagation, to follow the rule for propagation of error in multiplication. So we get 0.6 plus 1%. So what it will be? It will be 1.6%. Okay, up to this we know. Now what we do, this is in percent. Okay, so we have to convert it into centimeter. Okay, how much centimeter? So how much centimeter? Okay, how much centimeter square will be the error? Okay, then only we can relate this to this figure. Okay, so what will be the centimeter? So 1.6% in 100, 1.6%. Okay, so in 163.6, so how much it will be? 1.6 divided by 100 into 163.62. It will be 2.6179. Okay, so final result will be represented 163.62 centimeter square plus 2.6179 centimeter square. Okay, this is the reliable term and this is plus minus. Okay, and this is the error term. Okay, now what we see given what was provided, L is equal to 16.2 plus minus 0.1 centimeter and B is equal to 10.1 plus minus 0.1 centimeter. Okay, what we do, we multiply these two terms. Okay, we multiply these two terms. Okay, so after multiplication we have to follow the rule for rounding off. Okay, so what is the least significant figure among these two numbers? The least significant figure will be 3. Both of the same significance. So this result you have to make it up to 3-digit significance. So 163, this 3 term, but there is 6, so it's greater than 5, so you have to add 1. 164 centimeter square plus minus. Okay, plus minus this error term. Okay, so see here what is the significance? The significance of the original term was the significance, the figure of the error term was 1. Okay, a significance figure 1, just 1. Okay, in the original value. So we have to make this final result up to 1-digit significance. So what it will be after rounding off up to 1-digit significance? So it will be 6 is greater than 5, so if you add 1 preceding one, so it will be 3 centimeter square. Okay, so what will be the error, or what is the final answer with error? So final answer for area equal to 164 centimeter square plus minus 3 centimeter square. Okay, so in calculating the area of for the provided data, what will be the error? 3 centimeter square. Okay, so this is the maximum error we can get from our provided data. Okay, the data that we have provided. So this is the maximum error we can get from the provided data of length and breadth. Okay, so this is how we calculate the significant figures, or this is how we determine the uncertainty after of an arithmetic operation. Okay, this is arithmetic L cross B, this multiplication arithmetic operation. So this is how we represent the uncertainty or error. Okay, this is how we represent the error, okay, of a physical quantity after arithmetic operation. Okay, now suppose another example, we have two results, 12.9 gram minus 7.06 gram. Okay, so we have to subtract from 12.9 gram to 7.06 gram. These are two data we get from experiment. We have to subtract this much from this one. So what will be the 12.9, 7.06. So how we, after subtraction, what will be? This will be 4, 8.5, 5. Okay, so what to get? 5.84. Okay, now what we see during subtraction, during addition, see in case of addition subtraction we have one rule. Okay, during subtraction what we have to see, you see the decimal points. Okay, what is the number of decimal points? Okay, here the number of decimal points is 1, and number of decimal points is 2. Okay, here see in addition and subtraction we see only decimal points, but in multiplication and division we see the significant figures. Okay, we have see the least decimal point. Okay, number is least decimal point. Here decimal point is 1, this is least among the provided data. So what will be the final result? Final will be 5.8 gram. Okay, so from here we can say that we cannot get the final result more precise, okay, than 0.1 gram. Okay, in the final result we get precision up to 0.1 gram. We cannot get below this. Okay, below this we cannot get precision below this number. Okay, we can get only precision up to 0.1 gram. Okay, up to this term we cannot get precision. Okay, up to 0.01 gram we cannot get precision up to 0.01 gram. Okay, from this data, provided data, we cannot get precision in the result up to 0.01 gram. Okay, so the maximum precision you can get is 0.01 gram for this given provided data. Okay, so these things you have to keep in mind for calculating the uncertainty or doing arithmetic operation with significant figures. Now see another example. Okay, what this rule, actually this is for understanding. Okay, what this says the relative error. Okay, relative error depends upon the number also. Okay, relative error of a result depends upon the original number, original value or number, original value. So relative error of a result depends upon the original value. Suppose an example is 1.02 gram. So what will be the error? What will be the absolute error? Okay, so absolute error will be the least count. Okay, what is the least count? 0.01 gram. Suppose we have provided a data 1.02 gram. Okay, so after now we have to represent this with the error term. Okay, so what will be the error? The least count. Okay, least count or precision. Okay, precision is 0.01 gram. Okay. Now if we go for relative error, what this will be? 0.01 into or divided by 1.02 into 100%. Okay, suppose we go for percentage error, so what it will be? 0.01 divided by 1.02 into 100, so it will be 0.9803. This thing, see we have now, after getting the result, we see the number with least significant figure. Okay, so here significant figure is 2, here significant figure is 3, here significant figure is 1. So what is the number with least significant figure? It is 100. Our significant figure is 1. Okay, so we have to make it 1 digit significant. Okay, so after rounding off, what will be 1%. Okay, after rounding off, it will be 1%. So how we represent this? 1.02 gram plus minus 1%. Okay, that's 1% error. Okay, so see, relative error is what? How we represent relative error? Relative error. Okay, RE, we are writing RE is equal to del A by A into 100%. For any quantity, the relative error is represented by del A by A into 100%. So here we see the relative error is proportional to 1 by A. Okay, the original value. Okay, original value of we get from the experiment. So this is what in here is saying. The relative error depends upon not only this list count. Relative error not only depends upon the list count or absolute error of the experimental data, but it also depends upon the original number. Okay, the relative error for any quantity depends not only the absolute error that we get from this data, what is absolute error 0.1, but relative error also depends upon what thing? The original result. Okay, here the original number, original result is 1.0102. Okay, this is. Now we take another example. Suppose we take another example, 9.89 gram. So another example, suppose another example, 9.89 gram. How you represent with absolute error? 0.01 gram. If you go for relative error, what will be 9.8 or percentage error? 9.9 gram plus minus 0.01 by 9.81 into 100%. Okay, so if you calculate this, how it will be? What it will be? 0.01 into 9.81 divided into 100. So sorry, 0.01 divided by 9.81 into 100. So it will be 0.101. So we have to make it up to, so this significant figure is 1. So we have to make it 1 digit significant, so it will be 0.1 after rounding off. So 0.1%. This is the percentage error. Okay, so see, in the earlier case, the original value was 1.01 gram. Okay, and the relative error or percentage error we get what it was 1%. And now if the original number increases, so then what happens? The relative error or the percentage error decreases. Okay, so the percentage error or the relative error depends also upon the original value. Okay, it depends also upon the original value. Okay, so this is the things you have to keep in mind for dealing with this type of problem regarding the significant figures.